Hey, welcome to the Appreciation Financial Corporate Overview. And over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to talk about the opportunity that we have here within Appreciation and some of the niche markets that we've just been having some incredible success with, both in the K through 12 public school market and also helping small businesses with a variety of different products and services. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So, why do we do what we do? Well, we do this because nobody is looking out for public employees, small business, and really just middle market America, right? I'd like to think that we are doing our small part to bring back the American dream for these people, because when you look at what we're facing right now, there's a lot of challenges out there, right? Like pensions are underfunded. Last I checked, $31 trillion of debt. Educational retirement plans under attack. Social Security's in trouble. Taxes going up. Inflation's going up. People's 401ks turning into 201ks. Healthcare is just out of control. Small business and middle market America, there's a lot of financial issues and challenges and troubles out there. And I don't make this, out to be, something super negative, because I believe that if we can not only teach ourselves, obviously, but if we can teach our clients how to take ownership of their retirement and how to plan properly, then these things won't affect them as much as they're going to affect the next person. So what makes Appreciation different from other insurance kind of quote unquote opportunities out there? Well, the first things first, is we focus on building business owners, right? Where the majority of this industry is very transactional, right? They want you to buy leads and they want you to sell a specific product to a specific lead, and do that as many times as you can. And nothing wrong with that. In fact, I did that for 14 years, but it creates a very transactional environment, and it keeps you basically self-employed, right? Keeps you self-employed from the standpoint of every week you wake up and the score is 0-0, and you got to go out there, hopefully get your leads, drive all over from appointment to appointment to make your money, right? It's not a true business, okay? Within Appreciation, we don't buy leads. It's the whole analogy of teach a man to fish for show him how to fish. We're going to show you how to generate as many appointments as you want, both within the school market and the small business market. As well, there's no more being a road warrior, right? We show up to school campuses or businesses where we're doing business, because we are out of that lead game of buying leads and driving all over God's green earth, okay? Because of the nature of the market and what we do, we really have minimal no-shows. And our business sticks, and we rarely ever lose a client to a competitor. And the reason for all of this is because we kind of switched the hat from being the insurance agent to really genuinely being the advisor. And the way that we've done that is because we're solving problems, okay? So we're not the salesman coming in with the lead card, trying to force or sell an insurance policy to solve a specific need. We're there finding out what the particular problems are, and it could be anything from a teacher that has no clue how their pension works to a business owner that hasn't reviewed their benefits or 401k in the 10 years since they first started their business, right? And so we're in there acting as the advisor in solving real and important problems. And because of that nature, that's why our business sticks. That's why we rarely ever lose clients, okay? The other thing with Appreciation is it's very much a family environment, and that's like nationwide, right? So from our top advisors and leaders and whatnot in the company, it's one of those cool situations where you can call them up, or through our various communication chat channels, you can engage with them, or they will run trainings typically, and you can actually see exactly what they do and how they do it, okay? And like I said, the last bullet point here that I think it's important to kind of touch on again is being the advisor, right? Where people want and need your help. And because of the value that you provide, they refer you to others. Being the insurance agent that is just out there selling products, searching for the next lead or the next latest and greatest program, and doing that and doing that and doing that. And I don't say this from a derogatory standpoint because I lived it for 14 years. I just know the difference. And I know the difference is once you have a mind shift and really start focusing on, hey, how can I how can I kind of get out of that hamster wheel of that transactional sales environment and actually build a legitimate business that pays me renewals, that pays residuals, that has both passive income and residual income? The game changed for me. Okay. All right. So how's it done in the schools? Well, pretty simple. We're the solution. The average teacher can't go to their place of employment, be it their school or school district, and really get help on, hey, how's my pension work? Talk to me about these supplemental retirement plans, right? There's no HR person on campus for them to do that. In fact, these school districts outsource their retirement services to third-party providers like us in the competition. Okay. So because of that, that's how we help teachers, right? We help them plan for a comfortable retirement. Most pension systems are facing challenges. Most pension systems are only going to provide maybe 50, maybe 60% of a person's income in retirement. So for a teacher to rely on their pension alone for these things, they're going to have some tough decisions to make come retirement time. So how do we actually do this? Well, we sit down and we do a pension analysis because that's their number one retirement vehicle, and 98% of teachers, janitors, bus drivers, principals, they're all the same people to us, have no clue how their pension is going to work. And because we lead with value and service first, because we'll spend the time to do the analysis and figure all that out for them, that actually creates the need for our service. Because once they find out that, like I said, they're only going to get 50% of their pension in retirement, well, now they've got a problem. And we are there to help them solve that problem. So we do supplemental retirement planning with their District 403Bs. We evaluate their insurance, both the insurances that they have personally and through their district. We look and make sure that if they have any debt, we have a debt platform to help them get out of debt. And then, like I said, because we're on school campus, and the more that we're on school campus, the referrals are pretty darn amazing. And if you do this right and you work 8 to 12 schools, that will honestly create a multiple six-figure residual-based business for the entirety of your career. How do we get appointments? Current clients, school events, luncheons, staff meetings. The first thing I did when I got into schools was host a bunch of luncheons, and after my first month of running 4 or 5 luncheons, that pretty much set me on the path to pretty much 15 to 20 appointments every single week without fail. All on school campus, prep periods, morning, after school, you name it. The more I'm on campus, the more referrals I'm getting. We do also have preset appointments through a few various vendors. But then, like I said, we also work warm market, right? We're not just here to help teachers. We're here to help anybody and everybody that needs our help. Actually, I want to back up here. I've been in this industry since I was 18 years old. So in my 23 years of being in this industry, and I'd like to say that I've worked almost every lead program and opportunity and seen most everything out there. I can emphatically say that the K-12 public school market, which is why I came to Appreciation 9 years ago, is the best and the most efficient and productive way to build a multiple six-figure residual book of business in the insurance industry, bar none. Now, granted, this is dependent on where we actually have school district access, and that is state by state. Sometimes it's geographical area dependent, but where we have school district access, you can make an incredible multiple six-figure residual-based business income working within the K-12 public school market, simply helping teachers and staff solve problems. And oftentimes it's problems that they're not even aware of, which makes it ultra important for the work that we do. Okay, on to businesses. We broke into the business market about a year and a half ago, helping qualified for the employee retention credit, and it's been absolutely amazing. We have gotten billions of dollars back to small businesses across the United States, and I couldn't be happier to have done my small part and been a part of that, right? Ultimately, right now, and this is straight from a Forbes magazine, businesses are still leaving billions of dollars on the table by not utilizing this credit. This credit came out as part of the CARES Act for the COVID disaster relief for small businesses. A lot of people have heard of the PPP loan and the EIDL loan, but not many of the ERC, employee retention credit. And there's a variety of different reasons for this. First of all, it's not a loan, so their banks and financial institutions aren't going to talk about it. And it's actually a payroll credit, so a lot of the CPA community isn't well versed on it either. In fact, the matter is, over the last year and a half, they've made about 6 to 7 changes on this program, which caused a lot of confusion and made some challenges. Okay, so how much are businesses getting back? These are the checks. These are straight from the United States Treasury. In fact, this was a business partner's check. So these were 3 checks that we had gotten back. And a business can qualify for up to $26,000 per employee. We're averaging about $17,000, and so far the average business is getting about $225,000. Business owners can pay for it a couple different ways. They can pay later, which means basically, hey, we'll do all the service for them. We'll do the analysis. We'll do the fulfillment. We'll do it all. And that's a 15% fee that they pay for whatever their credit is. So if they get a $100,000 credit, they're going to pay us $15,000. They want a smaller fee, they can get a 10% fee, right? But then they would have to pay that fee up front. And then as an affiliate, we get a percentage of that fee, okay? And not here to really go over compensation, but what I can say, for the average credit being $225,000, that represents several $1,000s of referral affiliate commissions. And again, this is simply by helping business owners qualify for money that they're already owed. That's the beauty of it. So everybody wins, okay? And we've been helping thousands of businesses do that. And next on the list are basically our beyond the credit strategies. We're going to attack healthcare. Healthcare is a absolute catastrophe right now. It's one of the largest problems facing American businesses and families, whether people realize it or not, because you look at the cost of healthcare, you look at the quality of healthcare, and it's ultimately getting worse. I have yet to find a human being or a business that is both A, happy with the quality of care and coverage they have, and B, happy with the amount of money that they're paying for it. I haven't found a human being, and I don't think I will until things change. Okay? But we have a solution that I believe is going to be that's going to be a major disruptor to the healthcare system and the challenges that people are facing. Generally speaking, like if you really think about it, healthcare is the next largest expense besides payroll for a business, and for your average family, healthcare is now darn near a second mortgage for them, right? So it's a really big problem. We've got a plan for business owners. Well, let me put it to you this way. We have a health management plan that will provide this to a business owner. So imagine you're a business owner and I'm talking to you. How would you like to provide your employees extra benefits at no expense in addition to their current health plan? So this isn't replacing their current group health plan. This is in addition to. It's a value add. So 0 copays for preventative, 0 copay unlimited primary care, 24/7 teledoc, 0 copay on prescriptions, 0 copay on personal health and mental health consultations, dental and vision benefits, right? These are all benefits in addition to their current health plan. And if the employee participates in this plan, and the definition really of participating is they download an app, and every month they got to qualify for it. And by qualifying, they got about 5 to 7 minutes of things they have to do. Maybe it's watching a video this month or something like that. It's a preventative health plan. But by participating in it, they'll not only get all of these benefits, but the cost for this plan actually is reimbursed to them. And not to go too deep into the weeds, but because they pay for it, it lowers their overall gross income. And because it's reimbursed, then because it lowers their overall income, they end up paying less in taxes. So more comes back into their paycheck post-tax afterwards. It provides between $120 to $150 of additional take-home pay for the employees. And because that's happening, it provides a fixed $573 and change back to the employer on FICA savings per employee. So again, let me try to summarize this and simplify this. I can go into a business and say, hey, Mr. Business Owner, how would you like to be able to provide your employees with extra health benefits like what I just talked to you about? And by doing so, you'll end up putting $120 to $150 a month back in their paycheck. And you, Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner, are going to save $573 in change per employee per year. How does that sound? Right? And like I said, our biggest objection to this oftentimes is this sounds too good to be true. And that's a good thing because it is true. And later, this works in addition to their current health plan. So this will actually create leverage for the business through the Lynx health management plan, as it acts as a shield and absorbs much of the healthcare burden for the employer, which they can then use to either negotiate renewals or oftentimes find a better, more appropriate plan down the road, which they can find a better, more appropriate plan with us through our major medical brokerage. And oftentimes we can take people from fully insured plans, which are ultimately the old expensive dinosaur way of doing health insurance, through a level funded plan, which will typically on average save them a third of the cost with potential savings if their employees don't use the plan, right? They can actually, if their employees are healthy and they're not a major burden to the health plan, they can actually potentially get a return of a percentage of their premium at the end of the year for every year that happens, right? So just literally benefits and value across the board. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too complicated. And actually, let me preface this as well. Actually, I'm gonna preface this right here on this slide. So we have a lot of different products, a lot of different services. There's a lot of things that you can take advantage of under the appreciation umbrella. It allows you to be at multiple places at the same time. By doing this, you do not have to be the jack of all trades, master of none. Okay. Typically with an appreciation, somebody comes in and they find their lane. You know, they really love working in schools and with teachers. Maybe they really love health insurance, or they really love life insurance, whatever the case may be. You name it, doesn't matter. Because this is all under the umbrella or the household of appreciation, and the way that our compensation plan works, and the way that we have a kind of an AF network of families, you can leverage other vendors and other services for the benefit, other vendors, services, and people for the benefit of your client, and still get paid on it. So for example, I'm helping a teacher, and I get them dialed in with their pension and their retirement benefits, and I find out that they've got, $30,000 of credit card debt. Well, I'm not a debt expert, nor do I want to be a debt expert, but I can refer them to one of our debt experts who will take care of them, get it all dialed in, help my clients out, and it'll get taken care of the right way. While that's happening, I'm off finding another client while my client is getting help with another product and service. Okay, we split commissions, and everybody wins. And now I have another line of business on my client, which, if you know anything about client persistency, the more pieces of business or services you have on a client, drastically that higher persistency stays on the books with that client. Okay, same with small business, right? Like, I don't plan on being a group health or major medical expert, but we've got a program to where if you come across a business owner, you simply have to refer them to one of our concierge. The Lynx concierge are experts in health management plans, are experts in group and major medical, and by simply making the referral, you will get a referral fee in perpetuity per month per employee. So you can literally build up an incredible residual book of business just based off of referrals. And we have affiliates that do that. We have affiliate networkers that are leveraging relationships that they have, and they're just referring the business into to the concierge. They're getting paid a referral fee, and everybody wins, right? So hopefully I'm doing a good job of explaining this, because sometimes, you look at this and you're like, man, this is overwhelming. I'm going to have to learn about life insurance, health insurance, debt, indexed annuities, tax credit strategies. We have an advisory side of our business for people that want to get into wealth management. There's a lot of different things and a lot of different directions that people can take this relative to how they want to build a business in insurance and financial services. And my whole point in explaining this to you all is there's a lot of different ways to do it, but most importantly, which is what's unique about appreciation, I haven't seen this in any other space, you can do it under one roof, right? Okay, so how do you learn the system? How do you learn all this stuff? Well, we operate on an each one teach one system. So when somebody comes aboard, you are assigned a mentor, right? So if somebody comes aboard, they want to work in businesses, I'm going to give you to somebody that's been absolutely crushing it in businesses at a high level, multiple six-figure earner, and we learn best by doing alongside with mentors, right? So you're able to see them how they do it, but more importantly, they're able to see you and how you do it, because that is how you're going to learn. Our company, like I said, is also built as a family, so we support one another, right? You're going to have access to top producers, leadership. You will not be left alone on the lonely island. We also have a structure of various trainings and resources to make sure you have all of the help that you need, from our virtual Fast Start Academy. It's a learning management system that everybody goes through right when they come aboard. 3 hours of trainings to make sure that you get up to speed on our back office and our CRM and our new business concierge team that processes your business. All of those different things. You're going to learn how that happens, right? Ride-alongs, like I said, we learn best by doing. So when you're out there doing it with somebody, that will be the most efficient and effective way to get up to speed to a level of expertise. Okay. Weekly meetings, both team meetings in person where we have offices across the country. We also have virtual calls. We have vendor webinars. We have events that happen throughout the year, from our quarterly summits in Las Vegas to our virtual kickoffs to our annual convention. And then, like I said, inside of our back office library, we've got a library of videos where we host all of our past trainings and stuff like that. So again, more resources than you know what to do with, all there for you to help and support you. Now, I've already kind of touched on this, right? There's a lot of different ways that people can take a career within appreciation, both as an agent, an advisor, somebody who's interested in building a team and an organization, interested in leadership. And then, like I said, our affiliate programs for referrers, influencers, networking affiliate opportunities. There's a lot of different ways that people can take it, both full-time and part-time. And this is where the rubber meets the road, right? These are actual income numbers from some of our top people. Agent cash flows, leadership cash flows. This is all in a rolling, I believe, 365 days. And these numbers are pretty impressive. 2022. We created more seven-figure earners than we ever have in the history of our company, and we've created more $500,000 earner, $250,000 earners. A lot of great things happening, and we're not slowing down. This was taken midway through February, and this is our top 10 leaderboard. So I put this out here not to like brag or boast about money. Money definitely is a direct indicator and correlation relative to how well we've helped people and how many people that we've been able to help. But numbers don't lie, right? And these are actual cash flow numbers into the bank account of our people. So if you're very money motivated, but money motivated in the right way, where you're more focused on the client and you know that the money will follow, or you're more focused on making sure your team succeeds because you know when you do that, the money will follow, this could be a really good home for you. So what are the next steps? Well, if you're ready to go, then go ahead and get registered. Besides that, reach back out to whoever invited you here or whoever sent you this link. Reach back out to them, figure out what the next steps are, and let's partner together and let's build some businesses and make a lot of money helping a lot of people. So appreciate y'all on here. I went a little longer than expected, but I hope you got a lot out of it, and take care.